Hi everyone, Jeff Steffen with the Jeff Steffen Show. I was going through my Facebook Messenger feed and I got a message from my doctor here. And she said, I left you a detailed voicemail. Please check it. The gist: we will not be able to prescribe this as there are no peer-reviewed articles showing any benefit of hydroxychloroquine. I will not have the time to discuss this in more detail or watch any more videos you email me. I appreciate you thinking of us in your research. Thank you. Please do not respond to this message. I used Facebook for pleasure. And here is the voicemail the doctor left me. I would have answered the call, but I didn't recognize the phone number, and she called me on August 6th, actually. So here is the voicemail I just listened to the first time today.
Hi, Jeff. Dr. Lauren Davis. I got a message from my pops. So listen, we cannot do that.
She will not give me hydroxychloroquine as prophylaxis.
It is not safe. It is not recommended. It's not supported by Western medicine. So unfortunately, we are unable to meet that request. Furthermore, our insurance company has told us that, malpractice insurance company, that they more or less will not cover us for any hydroxychloroquine prescription sent out, unless it's indicated for people with lupus or other autoimmune disease. So we will be unable to help this, and unfortunately, I keep getting your emails, but don't have time to read those, listen to those videos, or read your articles. So I would appreciate it if you just save yourself the time and don't worry about continuing to send that on. I'm glad that certain regimens are working for certain doctors, but the studies based on kind of science and evidence are showing that hydroxychloroquine is not actually, doesn't decrease in any all-case mortality. So thank you for trying to inform us or for informing us of the information that you have. That's really sweet that you thought of us, and I appreciate that. However, I will keep reading kind of the articles that I believe to be evidence-based, and yes. So thank you again, Jeff, and I am sorry we cannot request or cannot fulfill your request for hydroxychloroquine due to it not being backed by science, and our malpractice insurance would drop us. Okay, thank you.
All right, so there you go. I thought we were all in this together. I emailed the doctor just 2 or 3 times, and one of them was a budesonide study that Dr. Richard Bartlett sent to Donald Trump. He uses budesonide and then azithromycin or doxycycline along with zinc, and then the treatment goes through the nebulizer. I also sent it to another doctor in Newport Beach, and about 3 weeks ago, and that doctor in Newport Beach is now treating patients with a nebulizer and the budesonide. And so my outreach efforts is impacting doctors, and it is saving lives, in my opinion. So I thought we're all in this together. My business got severely impacted by COVID. My business was labeled as non-essential. I had to shut down, work from home. We've really scaled down our sales because we sell business-to-business credit card processing solutions, and business owners were shut down in California for 3 months with Newsom's tyrannical orders and really struggled. So in my free time, I've really been researching COVID-19 because we're all in this together, I thought. So she completely sells out to the Fauci narrative that hydroxychloroquine doesn't work. She said the science says that hydroxychloroquine does not work. So my response to Dr. Davis is, I'm sorry, I think you have this all wrong. Dr. George Fareed has treated 450 patients himself. Not one patient has died. His clinic has treated 1,000 patients. Not one patient has died, all with the HQL cocktail. America's frontline doctors, 14 doctors went to DC. One doctor was from Alabama, and he actually cried on public camera. There were 20 million streamers watching the video, and he was in tears because he knows hydroxychloroquine works with early detection and early treatment, along with the zinc and the antibiotic, whether it's azithromycin or doxycycline. So if I was 60 or 70 years old, my doctor could prevent me from living. I mean, I could die if I didn't have access to hydroxychloroquine as a prophylaxis. So she is stating, forget the testimony of over 18 doctors that have came forward. Dr. Davis, the science is the life of the patients that survived. Dr. Richard Bartlett has treated between 50 and 100. Not one patient has died. Dr. Stella Emanuel, 350 patients have survived. Not one death. Dr. George Fareed, and many others that are too afraid to come public. So let's maybe put a doctor under a lie detector test, and someone like Dr. Fauci, and have them say under oath and under a polygraph that hydroxychloroquine does not work as prophylaxis. And let's see if they could pass a lie detector test. We could even do a lie detector test with some of these doctors that have came forward and stated that this treatment works with a polygraph. So anyways, it is such a shame that my personal doctor has completely sold out to Fauci, Deborah Birx, the FDA, and can't analyze the studies that actually show hydroxychloroquine works. So there you go, folks. This medicine's been around for 70 years. It was never unsafe before, but Dr. Davis in Laguna Niguel, California is now telling me it's unsafe, and the science supports that it is unsafe and it doesn't work. So yeah, it's really disappointing, really disappointing. And South Coast Family Medical Center has always been very friendly. They've given me excellent service, excellent prices. So Dr. Davis, if you do hear this episode, thank you for your service. I also appreciated all the artwork. The Whitefish, Montana room, I guess. I think that's room number 3, where you have all the artwork of Montana in there. That's always beautiful. So thank you for supporting Montana. It's one of my favorite states in the Republic. But Dr. Davis, I would encourage you, please call up Dr. George Fareed and talk to him for 10 minutes. He has been treating patients for 50 years, and he's treated at least 450 now. It's probably up to 500. Californians are driving 6 to 10 hours to come meet with him because their doctors will not give them hydroxychloroquine. Dr. Davis, not one patient has died under his care. To me, that is science. His hospitalization rate is extremely low, and not one person has ever gone on mechanical ventilation of his that I know of. So this is Jeff Steffen bringing you this episode, continuing the fight for hydroxychloroquine. And I thought it was also interesting how she mentioned that now her malpractice insurance won't cover her if she prescribes hydroxychloroquine. So that's brand new to me. And I'll look into that too. So It's so sad, guys. India's taken this as prophylaxis. Every doctor I know is taking it. Maybe Dr. Davis doesn't, but all the other doctors I know are taking this as prophylaxis. But she won't give it to me. And that's okay. I will be firing them as my family practitioners, and that's fine. So be it. That concludes this episode.